We Love Facts presents 10 Things You Didn't Know What They Are. Extra eyelets on shoes. Many running and hiking shoes have that extra hole and most people don't ever use it. The extra shoelace hole is actually for preventing blisters and for stopping your foot sliding around while you run. When you tie laces using the heel lock technique, it creates more friction between the laces at the top of the shoe, which are closest to your ankle. This serves to make and keep the heel ankle area tight and snug in place without having to retighten your whole shoe. Hole in a pen cap. Some people bite the pens while having exams at school or in college and when they're trying to focus and to find the solution. That can lead to lids getting accidentally swallowed and lodged in the windpipe, with potentially fatal consequences. For this reason, the holes in the bottom of the cap allow a flow of the necessary amount of oxygen to survive until the ambulance arrives. Statistics show that roughly 100 people are saved annually. Well, it is a design feature that, quite literally, saves lives. Cylinder on your laptop charger. Most people have no idea what it's for. Some people even think it's just for decoration, but they are wrong. It's called a ferrite bead, which is nothing more but an inductor that suppresses high-frequency noise in electric circuits. It's used to make sure that the wire doesn't unintentionally transform into a radio, because any long wire is effectively an antenna. That means it has the potential to transmit and receive radio waves and could interfere with nearby devices. Tiny hole in an airplane window. It turns out that this tiny hole in the bottom of your airplane window is actually a very important safety feature. More officially, it's called a breather hole, and it's used to regulate the amount of pressure that passes between the window's inner and outer panes. As the tiny hole equalizes the pressure between panes, it keeps the cabin of the plane safe. The breather hole also keeps the window fog-free by wicking moisture that gets stuck between the panes. Mystery solved. Little pocket in jeans. Ever wonder why there's a teeny tiny pocket above the regular one in the front of your jeans? It's a watch pocket originally for men who wore pocket watches and needed a protective place to store them. But since we're far away of cowboy times, these pockets have taken on new guises. Now this extra pouch serves for many new functions such as condom pocket, coin pocket, match pocket, and ticket pocket. Loop on the back of the shirt. Back in the days when there were no wardrobes, these loops were used to hang a shirt without getting wrinkles on it. The name given it to the makers was the locker loop. Later, American university students were said to remove the loop from their shirt when they started dating a girl exclusively. The trend was picked up by various other brands and continues still today. But since the arrival of wardrobes, locker loops serve no other purpose other than as a decorative design. The blue part of the eraser. Some people think that the pink part is for pencil marks and the blue part is for pen marks, but they're wrong. The purpose of the bicolor eraser is to provide two different textures of eraser. The blue and often gridded end is useful for erasing on heavy weights of paper or dark marks. The pink or orange end is useful for light grades of paper, which the hard gridded side would tear apart, and also for precision racing, such as removing a light stray mark. Extra scrap of cloth. People think that manufacturers attached it so that if the shirt gets torn or damaged, you can sew on this extra scrap of cloth to cover it up. However, it's not so. Actual reason why manufacturers attach extra scrap of cloth is to get an idea of how to wash it. You can test it by first washing the small piece of cloth before washing the dress. Isn't it a good idea to wash the sample cloth first rather than spoiling the entire outfit? So the next time you see that extra scrap of cloth, do not throw it away. Snap button jeans. They may look like they're just there for decoration, but the buttons actually serve an important purpose. Apparently, those buttons are called rivets, and they're there to prevent jeans from wearing out and ripping at the seam. Those copper rivets are actually patented by Levi. Young Levi Strauss came up with the idea for the rivets in 1829 when he noticed miners were complaining about how quickly their pants wore out. hole in spaghetti spoon. For years, we thought the hole in our spaghetti spoon was for letting water drain away, and oh, how wrong we were. Turns out it's got a really simple and smart use. The hole can be used to measure out approximately 1 serving of spaghetti. So instead of simply throwing a bunch of spaghetti noodles into a boiling pot of water and hoping it's enough, or not too much, you can now be sure you're cooking the right amount, all thanks to this handy hole. Thanks for watching, and if you like it, don't forget to hit a subscribe button for more. Stay tuned for a new amazing video coming soon.